Hello everyone, and welcome to the Gunpla Network News. As always, I'm your host, The Spicer, and today's episode of the news is brought to you by none other than Canadian Gundam. Canadian Gundam is your one-stop shop for all your Gunpla and Playmo needs here in North America. With a vast catalog of private warehouse and flat-rate shipping to the US and Canada, they've got everything you'll need. When you're checking out that vast catalog and placing your next order, don't forget to use the promo code Gunpla Network to save yourself 10% off. We've got the 60th Shizuoka Hobby Show announcing its dates. It's going to be held in Shizuoka, as you would assume, between May 11th and May 15th of this year. We're hoping to see some pretty strong stuff out of Bandai, as this should be a pretty big deal, and well, we all know the last couple of years have been pretty sparse in terms of Gunpla releases. We have the SDW Heroes Rife Gundam, based on the GPO4, with a release date of August 2022 and a price tag of 880 Japanese yen. Much like all of these SD World Heroes kits, they're based on something, but not a lot of it comes through. There's some specific pieces, so for this, the shoulders are very GPO4, the head is kind of GPO4, mostly with like the face and the V-fin, and that's pretty much it. The chest a little bit, but the chest is still not too much. It actually looks like with the cloak, the armadillo armor for the Sandrock Gundam, oddly enough. We have the SD World Heroes Warlock Aegis Gundam, with a release date of July 2022 and a price tag of 880 Japanese yen. And this one's a little different, as there's not a lot of the Aegis shining through here. You've got the blades on the feet, which are of course more stylized and much larger, so the vibe of the Aegis is there, but that's about it. The V-fin and the commander's antenna that sticks up for the normal head sculpt, I guess, is there. That looks very Aegis, but there's an alternative version that can be plugged into that and replace it, so it doesn't have a lot of Aegis going on, but it is very cool, very evil looking. We have the high-grade After Colony 1:144 scale Shenlong Gundam, with a release date of September 2022 and a price tag of 1,650 Japanese yen. Wu Fei can finally take a breath, as his Gundam is the last to come out for the After Colony high grades, and we called this one. I think everyone called this one last year, and maybe had it been a normal year and COVID hadn't happened, we would have seen it before, but it's here now, and it looks really good. It's very screen accurate looking, and now hopefully Bandai can get on to making me my Taurus. We have the P Bandai high-grade Universal Century Phantom Gundam, set to release in June of 2022 at a price tag of 2,750 Japanese yen. The Phantom Gundam comes to us from Crossbone Gundam and is an interesting take on a Gundam. Now, I say this as it is one of those combination Gundams where it's the Crossbone Vanguard plus the opposing force kind of mixing together, and you have influences of both. They're cool looking. The weird beam flames come out of it. It's a very unique looking mobile suit, and I would be imagining a very interesting build, so if you're wanting something a little different Gundam-wise, maybe this is a good one to look at, but it is very visually striking, not only in its weird green design, but it has just beam flames everywhere, and it looks very unique. This is probably one of the most unique silhouettes in all of Gundam, especially from Crossbone Gundam. We also have the P Bandai high-grade 1:144 scale Gundam Farcia, with a release date of June 2022 and a price tag of 1,540 Japanese yen. This is kind of the carried over Farcia from the first arc of Gundam Age. It really doesn't change all that much between the two. This is pretty much just a color swap and maybe a couple of other accessories with a new stand. But it's just the Farcia. You have the little flower bits, you have the wand weapon part, you have the little sword thingy that's a tail, and of course the infamous Vegan hands with the 3 fingers in the middle and the 2 on the outside. Very cool looking, very different. I love seeing any kind of Gundam Age anything, so it's nice that we get to see this here. Bandai Namco has announced they're going to spend $130 million USD to create the Gundam Metaverse. Japanese video game and toy company Bandai Namco Holdings is spending 15 billion yen, or $130 million USD, to develop a metaverse featuring fearsome battle robots and other characters from its flagship Gundam franchise. Announced back in February, this comes as businesses ranging from tech giants to automakers are increasingly turning to virtual platforms to boost revenue, especially after the pandemic. The Mobile Suit Gundam multiverse is set to incorporate games, videos, live music, and other content, and will link with physical sites operated by Bandai Namco Group, or companies holding or operating arcades or plastic model shops. A concept video shows users' avatars enjoying concerts, communicating with each other via automatic translation, and purchasing Gundam plastic models to be delivered to their real homes. It is possible to connect intellectual property specific metaverses in the future, and that this Gundam Metaverse will be a mechanism for all of us to more deeply connect with the fans, Bandai Namco President Masura Kawaguchi had said. Bandai Namco Entertainment, or B&E, is responsible for the group's digital business and is going to be running this project. The unit has been pushed to improve computer graphic technology as well as data analytics as it develops different video game properties. B&E Managing Director Koji Fujiwara is also known within the group as the Chief Gundam Officer due to his long experience in the business of producing Gundam plastic models. He will be responsible for consolidating manpower and commercial resources from across the group to promote the project. Bandai Namco has not given a specific forecast on how it expects the multiverse project to boost customer numbers or lift average revenue per user on its Gundam franchise. The company's medium-term management plan touts an operating profit of 125 billion yen on sales of 1.1 trillion yen on a consolidated basis in its 2024 financial year, up more than 30% in both categories from projections from the fiscal year of 2021. The metaverse will begin to contribute to Bandai Namco's earnings in the fiscal year of 2025, the company said. As always, friends, I've been the Spicer here for the Gunpla Network. Please do your best to stay safe and keep on building.